Yeah. Are
Mhm.
we on object?
Array is an object. So I've looked at what is an array and how to store. We said an array is a list of
A store multiples,
multiple variables in
values.
specific order. So you can store your wristwatch just like your boss now, your circular bus or your school bus or your handbag, where as a woman you store all the things that you need, like what you use to make up your face, your eyelashes, your tiro, your this, your that. You store it
Mm.
inside that particular box, or store it inside a wardrobe. So whenever you need it, you just go there and do what? And collect it. You get. So
Yeah.
initially we set variables. Initially we say you store only one value inside the variable. But now that we are talking about arrays now, you store multiple values inside the variable. You understand?
Mm.
Mhm. So I will also say that arrays are zero indexed, which is the first item is at index zero. So
Zero.
the first one will be zero, index zero. So if you want to access this first one now, what you use to access it as a key. The key to access the first items is zero. The key to access the second items is one. Key to
One.
accept the key to access the third items is two. So you should know that arrays are zero index. First item is at index zero.
Mm.
The array method, now we have a lot of method, a lot of functions, a lot of inbuilt function in arrays that you can use to manipulate your array. So this is a list of items stored inside a variable now, right? In a specific order, in a specific order. So if you can actually manipulate this array, you can decide to remove the first items. You can decide to remove the last items. You can decide to add to the array. You can decide to remove. You can decide to shift. You can decide to unshift. So these are inbuilt function in array. And remember, I already said that function is a block of code, reusable block of code that is used to perform a specific task.
Perform a specific task.
Yes,
Yeah.
to perform a specific task. So now, using this method, use this method now. This method are inbuilt function that follows array right from time. To perform a specific task. And that is what? Is to either remove from the items, add to the items, add to the front, add to the back,
Shift.
create new items, etc. You understand? So that's
Mm.
it. And the first one we'll be looking at, we have a lot of them. We have push method, we have pop method, we have unshift method, we have shift method, we have uh, shift, unshift, pop, push. Not only that, we also have some other one like that sha. Before we now look at object. So let's continue. So let's move to our VS Code and um excuse me. So we have arrays method, right? All these things that I'm doing sef, are you guys doing it on your laptop? Are you practicing it?
I've not practiced it, but I will do it. I just watched the videos. It was even this morning I watched the videos.
This one now.
Last one I wasn't available. That my network I went off during the class. Then the last class too was when I watched.
Alright, because you cannot just learn by listening. You learn by practicing. You have to
Yeah, that's true.
do what you are learning. So the
Because
first,
I'm working on something,
all right,
that was why I'm trying to juggle between the two.
no problem.
I'm actually preparing for exams, so
Prepare for exam.
mm,
Okay. All right, no, no problem.
maybe
So
after the class, but talk about something.
yeah, yeah. So the first one is push. So let's look at what push do to an array. So let's say it's an array, or let me use something. So this is an array of uh, is it dollar?
Yeah, that's dollar.
It's not dollar. Oh, I want to write PHP inside JavaScript.
I mean, what you wrote for dollar, that's nice.
Okay, okay. No mind me, Jerry. So let's what should we use now? Let's use wardrobe, wardrobe, wardrobe equal to array. So each of the see here. Okay. So each of them have so in your wardrobe now you have I don't know them all. You have lipstick or something. Uh, you have uh, shoe. You have bag. Handbag. That's handbag, right? You have you have oh you have face cap. Let's say face cap. Yeah. So this is an array, and this is all the items that you have in your wardrobe, right? So now I want to now
Okay.
use yeah, I want to now use push. Now look at what push does for you. Push, hmm? Push adds to the end, add items to the end of the what of the array.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example now, let's say this is your array, right? And this is your variable. So you want to add another items at the back, this back of the array. You now say wardrobe dot push, then what you want to add? You want to add you want to add let's say you want to add this thing um ATM card. You want to add ATM card. So when you now do console just log array, which is wardrobe, you see what you will get. You see what you will get. Okay, ATM is not defined. Ah, lipstick. Are you seeing it now? We now have lipstick, shoe, bag, face cap, and what? And ATM card. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
push now.
It's to
Push
add at the end.
yes to add at the end. So you pushes an object, pushes an items to the end. Do you understand? We have two. Two now is uh, pop. Pop remove from what? From the end. It remove the item, the last item from the end. So let's say pop. Hmm? So we say wardrobe dot pop, right? Let's see what you have. Wait, I'm coming. Okay. Sorry, I not do console.log. So I have to do console.log. So I put the new results. So console.log. Wardrobe. Oh, console.log wardrobe. So I seen it. Face cap. That's where it stopped. So initially it's removed. Initially it added ATM. Then pop remove the last items from the array. Are you there? Then
Yes, yes.
the last the second the other one on shift add to the beginning. It add to the beginning.
Okay.
So let's say you let's say you three three is on shift, right? On shift. So this on shift now. We have wardrobe dot on shift. What you want to add? You want to add want to add what else you guys have in your wardrobe as a lady? Mm, you have eyelashes, eyelashes, eyelashes. So what you do is console dot log, console log wardrobe. So let's see. Eyelashes, lipstick, shoe, bag, face cap. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm. The shift removed from the beginning. It's removed from the beginning. So if I want to do shift now, what I will do is that I will just
So you go order.
uh so I'll just say four for shift, right? We have a wardrobe dot shift, then console dot log wardrobe. So we have this lipstick, show, back, face cap. I've removed the functional. I've removed the first items. I removed the first items, right? Yeah. So that's it. So study. You have to study this thing very well. Think of an array like a line of people. Push. Someone joins the end. So like you have maybe you went to bank now and you are on a queue where you have a lot of people trying to deposit money or at the front of ATM machine trying to collect cash. Remember those cashless policy period now where you say you need to go bank like as early as 4 a.m. still yet you still be the last person to withdraw, you get. So that's the perfect
Yeah.
example to use. So now you have list of people standing at the front of ATM machine trying to make withdrawal. Now push, what push help you to do is that push add someone, add a new person to the end of the
The
line.
end of
Yes. Then pop, pop,
remove
remove
someone
the last persons,
and
right? On shift, someone cuts to the
add
front.
someone at the
So
front.
someone maneuver himself or herself to the front, pray wayo, give police money. You go for all those big men are for community now. They'll just come like this now. They'll just say, hey, Shama, Shama, Shama. Everybody will clear road. Everybody will go withdraw, come out. So on shift, first person leaves. So after the person have withdraw, the person have to leave ATM machine. You understand? So those are the few methods that we'll be looking at in array. If you make your research very well, you will still see some other one. They will still have what we call map. Map. This map is very important. You make use of it in JavaScript. You also make use of it in React. Yeah.
Okay.
So very take note. So what does map do? Map creates a new array by transforming each item. It creates a new array by transforming each item. So it does not change the initial array, but rather it creates a new one. So like what happens is that you have you have Gary now. No, you have cassava now, right? You have cassava, and you know that cassava normally is carbohydrate. You get. So you don't forget the fact that cassava is a carbohydrate, but you can transform a cassava to different things, to garri, to fufu, which is akpu to cassava flour, all those one. You get. So you transform them, even though you know that this thing is a cassava, but you just have to do what? Transform it. Transform it. So that's how um, map works. Map create a new array from it by transforming each item. So for example, now we have get norms equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want to create another this thing, another array from this particular array. So what you do is that look at it, you do norms dot map. Norms now is the name of what? Eh?
Yeah?
Norms here is the name of what? What does it represent?
The numbers now.
And what does it represent? Like what does it represent? Like what does it stand for?
It's actually a variable now.
Okay, it's actually a variable. Okay, no problem. So maps, sorry, norms. You are seeing norms, right? Norms dot
Mm.
method that you are using. Okay, I forgot to tell you
Mm.
this, right? When working with array, each method you're going to use, you pick the name of the variable, then you now put dot at the front, which is full stop, then the name of the method you want to use. Do you understand?
Sorry, come again.
Anytime you want to work with array, you
Okay.
pick the name of the variable,
Mm.
then put a dot at the front of it. The
Oh,
method you want to use for it, you put it there.
okay.
Yeah, so that's it. So safety too applies to
So map.
yeah, safety too applies to map. So map now, you pick the name of the array, the name of the variable, then you attach dot map. Inside the map now, inside the map, are you seeing this opening and closing bracket? So inside the map now we have opening bracket and closing bracket. Then in between the opening bracket and closing bracket, so you have norm. This norm represents this norm represents a single norm, which is it represents this norm coming from here. Each of the number, no, let's do it like this. Norms dot map person is disturbing my class. Guys, let's do it like this. Right. So we have this. So let's use, for example, now let's use Bernard in this place. Let's see what will happen. No, it's not defined. Yeah. Let's use Bernard here too. Alright. So it means that map, that's the method. This is the method, right? Map is the method. Map is the method. Hmm? Now whatever you want to multiply or whatever you want to transform, right? The array have items, have list of items. Hmm? So now the first one represent what? Represent this first part of the method. If you notice, there's two parts of the method. There's this part and there's also this part, right?
Yes, to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, to know. So the first one now represents this. Hmm?
At
The
least
second one
it's
also
better.
represents this. There, it now multiply it by two. You can decide to manipulate this, multiply by three or multiply by five. You get. But what I'm trying to say is that
I think I was open with my
no,
first one.
Bernard represent the first item. Then Bernard also represent the first item, but now you have to like multiply the first items
Several times.
to give you
Doubled.
the
Several
yeah
days
to
and
give you
you're
the result.
you're
Then the
you're
same thing as
fully
this one. After
this way.
after you are done with this, after you are done with the first one, move to the second. The second one, Bernard also represent the second one. Then this other one, Bernard represent the second one. Now multiply it by what? By five. Do you understand? You get the answer. Then third one, Bernard represent three and uh, Bernard also represent three, but this time around you are multiplying Bernard now by what? By five. That's how you get the other one. That's how you also do for what? For four too. Four this multiply by this. You understand? So when you now um output when you now output now you get this. Alright, right?
Five.
Yeah, five.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That thought came into my head.
So that's how for map, right? For study tip, study tip. You can ask yourself how many times will the new array have? The answer is the what? Is the same number. So we have one, two, three, four. So we have four what? We have four items here. Right? The new array that you are trying to form now also have four items. So you can see 2, 4, 6, 8. They are what? They are four. Then filter. What does filter do? What does filter do? Filter create a new array with only items that pass a condition. So map and filter create a new array. Hmm? But one just create a new array like that. Why the other one, which is this filter now, create a new array with only items that pass a condition. So now we will not appreciate we will appreciate when we are doing conditional statement in this place, because everything that you are learning you are building on it. Yeah, you are building on it. So we have filter create a new array. So we have let age equal to what? 12, 18, 21, 16, 30. This is the initial value, right? Let adults equal to now ages, this variable name coming from here now, dot filter. So you are trying to filter the people by their age. So maybe for example now you apply for a job and they now say highest your highest age, or your age should be, you should not be more than 28 years old. Then you now went ahead and put, now went ahead and put this thing. Uh, Normally, naturally, you are 30. You went ahead to go and put 27. Then you now forget that you still have a birth certificate. Those people can actually collect your birth certificate and calculate the year for you. Do you understand? So, and some companies do it in a way that they filter people by their age. Do you understand? So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to filter these items now by the age. So let's say let adult equal to ages dot filter. The age singular, take note, age singular, not the variable name. Hmm? Not the variable name. Now this is another entity on its own. Age, which is coming from here. Then age greater than or equal to 18. So if the item is greater than or equal to 18, you do not do what? Consider log adult. You will now get 18, 21, 60, 30. Why? Because this age, this age are greater than this. And that's what the condition says. Age greater than or equal to 18. Do you get?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's move to practical.
So it's like it should not be greater than, it should not be like above 18.
Yeah, that's the
The
condition.
person.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the condition that we have here. But remember, filter create a new array with only items that pass a condition. So you can choose your own condition to use. It must not be greater than or equal to 18. It's a condition. It's kind of a conditional statement that you need to check something that is true. If it is true, then do the other part. If it is false, then forget about it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
hmm So that's that of more. So let's say we have, you can see this map now they don't have a condition. So here we have let age is equal to 12, 18, this start. So let me say let age equal to um, 7. Then let this one be 12. Then then you get someone like that sha. Let adult now I've already tell you this. I say let age is equal to this, right? I seeing another let now. Let the adult equal to what you get from here dot filter. So what you are trying to do here is that you already store your items in an array, right? And now they are all inside here. They are all inside here. Now let adult equal to ages dot filter. So you are picking the result that you store inside here. Then you now filter it. You understand?
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
uh, oh, oh. So you pick this, you filter it, you check, you do a check, you put this, you do a check, you put this, you do a check, you put this, you do a check. Still you get a result. Hmm? To get your results. So let's move forward. Oh Jesus. No, this way. Then we also have another method too, another array method that is called reduce. Reduce, what reduce helps us to do is that it helps us to reduce multiple numbers of, no, not multiple. numbers into a single number. So maybe you have 1 to 10, 100 now, and you want to compress it to, what am I saying? Eh, eh. So maybe you have 1 to 100 now, you want to compress it to a single value. So you can make use of reduce in array to do so. So reduce method reduces an array to a single value, either number, string, object. You get. So but most times popular in when it comes to number. So let price is equal to 10, 20, 30. Let total equal to prices dot reduce. You are seeing it. Prices dot reduce sum, the prices, sum the prices. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you want to now reduce this item, you now do prices dot reduce, then this sum, then price. Do you understand? Then
Okay.
you now need to return it. You now need to return it. When I return it, oh, oh. So for example now I want to reduce this number now. Let me say 1, 20, 22 or 15. Hmm, or 15. Let total equal to now let total this is another variable, right? Total equal to prices, the name of the variable, dot reduce. Hmm, dot reduce accumulate, like you add everything together, 1 plus 20, 21, 21, then 21 plus 15. That's how it's been done. So you add them together till you get your final. So after adding them together, what you now get? Result sum plus what? Sum plus price, which is this and what? And this. Sum. Sum means sum means the initial value. So the initial value now for this array is what? Is 1, right? You now add you now add 20 to it. The 20 the 20 now represent the price that you are seeing. Hmm? Sum represent what? Represent Sum now represent 1, which is the initial value. Then price represent 20. You get. So if I want to do it like this now, I will now say 1, which is the initial value, plus 20 current value or the current price. You get. 21 now, which is now the initial value, plus the current price 15. That's how you do it to you get your.
Sorry, please, can you come again? Sorry.
Alright, let price is equal to an array, right? Prices is what is name of the variable. Then
Yes.
you now have another variable. You now have another variable again. Say let total
Let's total.
equal to prices. This price is coming from here.
Okay. Okay.
This price is coming from here. Where is it coming from? Or this sum is coming from here. This price is coming from here.
The price is coming from the first variable now.
Not the first variable, please.
Is it the price that reduced, the price that should be reduced already?
No. Okay, so let's do it like this, right? So in this dot reduce now. because the reduce is a method in JavaScript, right? This the reduce now take two arguments, which is two parameters, which is also argument, which is sum and price, sum and price. Because you cannot just call here now, just put this one 2015 in this place. So
Okay.
you have to do the calculation from here. Calculation is that sum now means the current item.
Okay.
Yeah. The price, sorry, sum represent initial items, initial value, initial items. Now for example, now the initial item for this one is what? Is one.
One.
Yeah.
Yes.
The price now is what? Is 20.
Okay.
uh
Then the 15 too. Is the 15 also the price?
Yes. So now
Okay.
after you have gotten your initial value for here now, your initial value for here now will not be what? Now be 1 plus 20 plus 20. That give you what? 21. Your 21
Okay.
now is now the initial value, which is sum.
Okay.
Mhm. Then 21 now, that's sum. Then this 15 now represent the price. You understand?
Okay.
Mhm. So if 15 represent the price now, and we have got let's say 1 plus 20 to 21, 21 plus 15 will be like roughly 40 something. Mhm. Roughly 40 something. So your initial value now will not be your initial value
21
now will
plus
not
15 is now 40 something. No?
21 plus what? Okay,
15.
okay, is 36.
76.
36. So now that 36 now is not your initial value. So assuming you have another numbers at the front, that number that will not be the current value,
Which is the price.
which is the price.
So when you want to sum it now, we're going to sum that 36 plus that price now to
Yes,
get the sum.
yes, yes. You get.
Okay.
So you return it, you return this, you return the concatenation, which is sum and price. So when you return it, when you are returning this now, it means that this thing now is going back to this total, which is you are trying to get the result from here. Getting the result from here, then you now return it to here. Now return it to total. Send. Then when you now do consult of log total, the result that is coming from this return sum plus price is what will now display at the output.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's check it out to see what it gives us.
this is
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So object. This way. Object. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, child can continue on that journey.
Um, let me just explain this object. An object stores data as a key value pairs. This one is unlike array that you store it in just normal items. But then for you to get the key now, the key for array is invisible. You understand? But key for object, it is very, very visible. So let's say an object store data as a key value pairs. So this is the key. The key of this object now, of the object
Mm.
items now is is the key for Alex is name. Key for
Name.
20 is age. Key for this true is what? Is a
Road.
road. Do you understand? So It stores data in form of keys and what? Keys and values, keys and values, keys and values. So that's it. Then by on Wednesday, we will now, even before Wednesday sef, we can schedule class before Wednesday. Hmm. So this one will stop today. Then by Wednesday we'll now know how to access object properties, objects, modules, etc. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm studying the recording now.
Okay.
Yeah.